Ahead on DC News Now, dangerous flooding turning deadly. We're on the ground covering the latest recovery efforts.
Unfortunately, we're not done with the active weather. Showers and storms are still possible through today and the end of the week. We'll let you know if any additional flooding could be a concern.
My fear is that if people are scared to call the police, then the immigrants get targeted, more crimes happen, and that doesn't benefit anybody.
Reaction as Arlington police no longer allowed to cooperate with ICE. And good news for shoppers. Your grocery run might be a little cheaper this week. We're stretching your dollar, tracking the biggest price drops in the DMV.
So I had this kind of like vague dream. Someday I want to go try out.
Trading in pom-poms for knives. The improbable story of how a Washington cheerleader became an award-winning chef in the district.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Dangerous flash flooding causing several rescues across Maryland, even turning deadly in central Virginia. In Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, river levels continue to rise along the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers. A flood warning continues to remain in effect for those parts of the region tonight. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Tosin Fakile. Mark Hall has the day off. Now, with all this heavy rain, crews across eastern panhandle of West Virginia preparing for the possibility of river levels rising even higher tonight. Dangerous floodwaters turned deadly in central Virginia, where crews found the body of a boy believed to be swept away yesterday. We have team coverage for you this afternoon. Meteorologist Damon Matson tracking the latest line of rain. But let's get out right now to DC News Now's Randy Bass live along the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Randy, already seeing dangerous conditions out there.
Yeah, Tosin, in the several hours we've been here now on the ground in Harpers Ferry, we have seen these river levels, these floodwaters really start to rise. Take a look at what we're seeing here. This is the exact point where the Shenandoah River and the Potomac River meet. Where we are looking at right now, that is typically all footpaths for hikers and tourists to move along as they're here enjoying their time at Harpers Ferry. But overnight, those river levels, these water levels here, they are only expected to rise even more.
Today, tires, big logs, and large patches of debris heading downstream from Harpers Ferry toward D.C. Seeing those water levels here after rising floodwaters forced students farther to the north and west and western Port Maryland to evacuate school buildings yesterday. Roads and asphalt in that area eroded by churned up waters from rivers, creeks, and streams. Swift water rescue crews from Montgomery County made the trip to western Maryland to help. And the hard work of local first responders isn't over yet.
This is just the beginning stage of it, and it might get higher.
Local first responders like Preston Diener with the Blue Ridge Mountain Fire Company just outside Harpers Ferry say it's been a busy 24 hours, and they're worried about what could be ahead.
People that are along the river and campers should get out, and they only got a short notice to get out, and before the first responders have to get out there to rescue the people.
Firefighters and rescue crews urging people to heed that warning as teams in Albemarle County, Virginia, about 20 miles west of Charlottesville, recovered Tuesday morning what they believe to be the body of 12-year-old Jordan Sims. A 911 caller reporting they saw him swept away by floodwaters there Monday afternoon. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin saying in part in a statement on X, "Our hearts are crushed as we learn of the loss of Jordan Sims, who was tragically swept away by floodwaters in Albemarle County. Thank you to the first responders and swiftwater rescue teams who searched tirelessly for Jordan. As these storms continue throughout the week, we ask everyone to please remain vigilant."
That is a big message from officials this afternoon, of course, for and your meteorologist, of course. You will hear them say it throughout the evening tonight. Just make sure you are heeding those local warnings and staying safe and careful out there. In Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, the water level is just unbelievable to look at right now. We're going to talk to meteorologist Damon Matson. And Damon, you guys did say yesterday that those areas were going to see a lot of water. So what should we be in for today?
Well, we have to be prepared, too, for the possibility, Tosin, of more rain adding into this mix. But you saw that live view there of the river, the Potomac, the Shenandoah, how high those water levels are. That is just responding to all the rain that came down and caused that flash flooding in some of those communities in western Maryland and Virginia yesterday. And that's why these flood warnings, all these green boxes here, remain in effect, not just through today, but for the next couple of days as this water continues to push downstream and those river levels stay up. So just be alert along the Shenandoah, Potomac, Rappahannock rivers. You're going to see water levels like that for the next couple of days. So if you are anywhere close to those waterways, just be cautious and aware that flooding is likely to continue. Now, on top of that, separate from those warnings, we have another flood watch out that is in effect for all of northern Virginia, the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, and the same parts of western Maryland that got hit hard yesterday. This flood watch goes until 10 p.m. as we are just now starting to see another round of rain and thunderstorms enter into the DMV. Now, for the time being, those flooded areas not seeing any rainfall, but we do have some very heavy rain coming down with a few thunderstorms across southern Maryland down toward King George and Stafford counties in Virginia. And this activity is just going to continue to slowly lift north as we head into the evening. And because those storms are going to be moving at such a slow pace, any additional heavy rain that hits some of those same hard-hit areas from yesterday could see additional flooding. So it's going to be another very soggy, very stormy evening ahead of us here, folks. We have to be prepared. Watch out for the possibility of more flooding. Now, do we finally catch any sort of a break as we head into the day on Thursday? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Here's a live look at Reagan National developing now. A Federal Aviation Administration official says a hotline connecting DCA air traffic controllers and the Pentagon has been inoperable since March 2022. This is according to the Washington Post. The line is maintained by the Defense Department. Meanwhile, the deputy head of air traffic control says they were not aware of this outage. And ahead on DC News Now, our Mariel Carbone has details from that Senate hearing today, plus reaction from one of the parents of Sam Lilly, one of the American Airlines pilot killed during that mid-air collision near DCA. A federal judge has ordered a Georgetown scholar to be released from ICE. Dr. Badar Khan Suri, an Indian national who has a legal visa to be in the country, was detained by immigration authorities in March. Virginia's ACLU says Suri was at Immigration Center in Texas after being transferred to 5 different ICE facilities. His wife sharing her relief after the judge's ruling.
I can't wait for the moment when my husband will reunite with my children. It's a victory for all of us, a victory for justice.
Dr. Suri will be able to return home to Virginia while on bond as he waits the outcome of his case against the Trump administration for wrongful arrest and other constitutional rights. We have an update this afternoon. D.C. police continue to investigate a deadly double shooting that happened last night in a restaurant on Benning Road in Southeast. The victim is 21-year-old Jaquise Zanders. The second person shot was taken to a hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. It's unclear what led up to this shooting. To Virginia now, Arlington County Police no longer allowed to reach out to federal immigration officials. Proactively, the county board voted Tuesday to take out language from its trust policy. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg live at the Arlington County Justice Center. And Daniel, this is some big concerns in the community that led to this change.
Yeah, Tosin, those concerns are from immigration attorneys as well as the Arlington County board members that immigrants are afraid to report crimes to police for fear of being deported. But those opposed to this change say it will make the community less safe. With the recent ICE crackdowns on immigrants living in the U.S. illegally, living for many immigrants comes with fear.
Generally, people are scared.
While we talked with immigration attorney Miguel Palmero, he was in the middle of helping a single mom with a young son who was attacked by 2 people.
She doesn't have legal status. So her fear, she tells me, she goes, I don't want to call the police because I don't want them to have my updated address because then they're going to get me and they're going to deport me.
It's one of the main reasons Arlington County's board unanimously removed Section 7 of its trust policy, meaning county law enforcement can't proactively contact federal immigration authorities about any issue.
I want the police to be able to keep the community safe and they can report to crime so that future crimes don't happen.
County Vice Chair Matt DeFerranti says Arlington police shouldn't be focused on federal immigration.
Those in our detention facility must be entered into a database that ICE has access to. Whether we like that or not, it is the law.
But there is pushback to the change. Matthew Hurt is chairman of the Arlington County Republican Committee.
Northern Virginia residents are deeply concerned about crime. Arlington Republicans are disappointed at this county board for refusing to work with federal law enforcement, including ICE, to uphold our immigration laws.
Now, I did reach out to ICE for comment and have not heard back yet. We're live in Arlington. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, thank you for that report. Back in the district, a founder of a marijuana dispensary in D.C. pleaded guilty to tax evasion charges. Authorities say 68-year-old Jennifer Brunin-Kant, owner of Herbal Alternative 2 LLC, admitted to not paying federal income and employment taxes to the IRS from 2017 to 2021. They say she also lied to enforcement in 2023, claiming she filed tax returns. Authorities are seeking $1.2 million in restitution for unpaid taxes. Brunin-Kant's sentencing will be on November 20th. A group that serves people in Montgomery County turns 50 this month, and there was a celebration of that milestone today. Clarksburg Super Seniors say it's been responsible for countless projects in the area. DC News Now's Kevon Dupree covers Montgomery County for us. He tells us about the group's contributions and how they're being recognized.
Clarksburg Super Seniors is made up entirely of women, and for the last 5 decades, its members have served the Clarksburg community in a variety of ways. The Damascus Community Recreation Center was filled Wednesday as dozens of people recognized the Clarksburg Super Seniors for 50 years of service.
Thank you for all your dedication to being committed to each other. So celebrate the friendships that you built, the connections you built, the legacy that you built.
Joanne Woodson has been a prominent member of the group for more than 4 decades. She says in that time, members have participated in many service projects.
Doll making for terminally ill babies, crocheting lap blankets for nursing home residents, knitting mittens for underprivileged children.
Community service always has been important for Woodson. Words she lives by have become the group's motto.
Life is great when you participate.
Marilyn Randall has been a member since 2013.
I don't know where I would be if I hadn't have met the Clarksburg Seniors. I just like the fact that we're such a close group.
Randall says it feels great to be acknowledged for the work the Super Seniors have done.
50 years is a long time for any group to be together. It's been a very wonderful experience for me.
The Clarksburg Super Seniors were presented with proclamations from both Montgomery County and the state of Maryland. In Damascus, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
Coming up, a Senate hearing on air traffic safety. The family of the pilot who died in the deadly American Airlines crash in January now speaking out. And a heads up for parents, getting your kids registered for kayaking, piano, and even culinary camp. How you can get them involved with this year's summer program in the district.